Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we need to talk about Marie from Bell Collective, moonwalking, backpedaling, whatever you want to call it, on a complete 180 of what she said yesterday. So anything I say is alleged in my very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in my description box. So you guys. So we did a video yesterday in which we were reacting to Marie's post yesterday, in which she had posted about her case being dismissed, about the lawsuit that Latrice had filed against her. Wanted to basically claim that the lawsuit was frivolous and meritless and all of these things. Basically felt that production was only telling part of the story, and that since her case was dismissed and Latrice didn't win, that meant production didn't want to showcase any of it. Then also wanted to say how the show lacks continuity, doesn't like to follow up with certain storylines if it makes certain cast members look good. Then wanted to speak on as well that there was, even after this case being dismissed earlier this year, that there was another lawsuit that was similar that was filed to harass her, and that, you know, she specifically said she was silenced on set, you guys. Silenced on set. So we know the production company is Kingdom Reign Entertainment, just Carlos King's company. So any references to production, any references to on set, or a producer in particular, is still under the Carlos King umbrella, no matter how you slice it or dice it. So she said that she was silenced, you guys, to protect the image of others. She said it was swept under the rug and made hush, hush, you guys. Then also she said essentially that the quote-unquote edit on the show plays games because they want to show Marie's reaction to something, but they don't want to show the lead up of what she's reacting to protect the other parties, right? So Marie is always the victim. There's no way that she's instigated any issues amongst any of these other cast members and all the things. And she is just always popping off for nothing, as she would say per this post that she made yesterday. And said that, you know, if she had lost the case, they would have put it on the show and they would have presented Marie like a bully. And she says that every single season she's been lied on, she's been antagonized, she's been triggered, can understand that only that the audience can go on what they are shown. She also, I'm going to get to the most important part of this. I didn't skip it. I didn't skip it. I know that I skipped it, but I didn't skip it on purpose. So much happens off camera as being harassed and bullied when the cameras start rolling and the audience don't understand and have so much smoke. And to keep filing the same lawsuit again over and over because of losing the first lawsuit is insane and bizarre. And then she says that she has taken the fall in the situation in order to protect the integrity of the show, but not anymore. The same show that Carlos King takes ownership of. And she says at this point she has nothing to prove to anybody. She is focused on her healthcare empire and all the things. And the most important thing she said in this was that it was a toxic, hostile work environment. If you are saying it is a hostile work environment and you're already calling out production on how your edit is, which we know Carlos King doesn't like people referencing the show as edited, but it is, who else do you think that you're talking about? And then to make matters worse, right? So it wasn't as if this post happened, right? This post happens, and then Letitia Pearson, you guys, post in her Instagram stories. I think it was Letitia Pearson that posted this. It was Latrice and Cliff. It was Letitia and Glenn. It was Marie and some Caucasian man. And I believe also Selena and her man. And it looked like it was kind of, and it showed in particular in this clip that Latrice and Marie and everybody was laughing and having a good time, you guys. And so my thing is, so are all these blow-ups with Latrice fake? Or, like, because the show, you've already filmed season 5. You guys already filmed the reunion all the way back in the summer. So nonetheless, whatever you're seeing now in terms of confessionals or scenes that you're not in which they're talking about you, you don't have the full context, as Kimmy from Love and Marriage Huntsville would say, to properly react on a reunion stage, because you're not being, you don't have all of the facts and all of the information about some of these cast members, so you don't know if they were truly loyal to you or if they were messy this entire time. But my thing is this, you guys, why can't Marie stand on business? This is why, Marie, people don't like you. This is why people drag you. Because on one end, you make it seem like everybody else is the problem, everyone else is the issue. And then when people start to ride for you and people start to defend you, then something else happens that puts you at the scene of the crime. That puts you, it validates any person that has an issue with you. It makes it look like you are an aggressor in a situation. You are being petty about a situation. You are being childish about a situation. But you just went on this whole dissertation yesterday saying that is not the case. Everybody has it all wrong. And then do a complete 180 today. So what happened today, right? In addition to last night after this post, Marie hanging out with the cast as if there's no problems. The same cast that the lawsuit you're referencing is against the same cast member you were out to eat with last night with her and her husband. That same cast member. Who, ironically, you played the clip of her saying how all of the girls, basically were talking about her marriage and everything else behind her back. But you did a live, Marie, you did a live with Essie a little bit earlier. And you wanted to set the record straight, not to lump you in with So Gucci, and that you have no beef with Carlos King, that this was an isolated situation with somebody particular in production, da-da-da-da-da. No. Nobody's playing in my face, you guys. Nobody is playing in my face. You cannot tell me that she did not get a phone call from Carlos King. You cannot tell me that she was instructed to make sure that there is whatever she said in that post, that it had nothing to do with Carlos King. It had nothing to do with Kingdom Reign, as if we do not know that if you're referencing production, if you're referencing on set, if you're referencing toxic and hostile work environment, that it is Kingdom Reign. It was very specific to talking points that Carlos King has said numerous times on his platform. Anytime any past or current cast member of his shows have something negative to say about him, that they have his number, they can contact him if it's an issue, and if they do not, then he's going to assume everything's all on the up and up. But nonetheless, you guys, I think Marie got a phone call. And it tells me, because here's the difference between Marie and So Gucci, right? So Gucci said what she said on Mr. Mondays, in front of Carlos King, in front of Maurice, in front of Dustin, in front of all of us that watched, and said she felt unprotected as a black woman. And she had a particular issue with one of Carlos's production people because she felt they were trying to egg on an issue and egg on a topic she was uncomfortable talking about. Said that right to Carlos King's face. Also said she didn't know that Selena was going to be a Belle, which is the same thing Akeisha said a couple of weeks back, right? And so then a couple of days go by, because this goes completely viral, and Carlos King still is yet to have this interview live and anywhere, So it's giving that you did not like the content and you didn't like what So Gucci had to say. So Gucci has an interview with Millie Chan, with fellow YouTuber Millie Chan, right? And she doubles down on her thoughts. That's how I took it. She didn't take anything back. The only thing she really said was she's not just trying to come at her boss or bash her boss or whatever, but she said she was speaking her truth. She was speaking her concerns. These were concerns and thoughts that she had for over an extended period of time, and, wanted to let it out. And she said that her daughter saw how pained and strained her face was the moment that Carlos King cut her off and prevented her from speaking the rest of her truth and telling the rest of her story, because Carlos King did not like the direction that this was going to go, because it was going to validate what everybody else has already been saying about him. And so nonetheless, JJ told Soguchi that she said and did enough, because the way Carlos King reacted pretty much told the story. That you said enough, and even if you did have additional things you wanted to say, it had already basically spoke for itself on what it was, right? And so, and because she even agreed that the whole demeanor, the whole tone, everything changed after that, and she even confirmed that Carlos King has not contacted her. Carlos King has not reached out to her since this has happened. But you're trying to tell me that Carlos King didn't reach out to Marie, because why are you doing a live out of the blue after you make this long dissertation of a post throwing production under the bus, which is Kingdom Reign Entertainment, which is Carlos King is the head of? What other production company works for Bell Collective? Because for all intents and purposes, Carlos King wants you to know he's all in the videos. He wants you to know on YouTube, on his Instagram, on his Twitter, on his podcast, this is my show. I created the show. I am the creator. I am the producer. I run this town. That is Carlos King. He wants you to know that he is the face. He is the star. He is everything. When it comes to Bell Collective, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, when it comes to Love and Marriage DC, when it comes to Love and Marriage Detroit, when it comes to Family Empire Houston, he is the face of it all. Screw the cast. He is the face of it all. Nothing happens without his go. Nothing happens without his say-so. It is his show. He's calling the shots. He's running things. So when you set that tone and you have cast members directly speaking out about you and your production company, you can't, nearly 24 hours later, completely walk back everything you say. It was all a lie. I lied. No. Not gonna play my face. Not going to take me for a fool. You said what you said. And I noticed you didn't delete the post either. So it did what it needed to do. See, this is the thing, you guys. These reality stars, it's interesting, right? Because everybody on reality TV wants some level of fame and attention. People who say that they signed up for reality TV, boy, they're an introvert. They really don't want to share their lives. They're not really pursuing fame. No. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be on reality TV. There is something you want out of being, getting additional exposure, getting additional attention, getting additional followers, whether it's to promote a business, whether it is to promote your relationship, whether it is to find a new relationship. It is something in you that feels reality TV is going to elevate you to a different status. And because you guys have seen the success of what has happened on Bravo with Real Housewives of Atlanta, with Real Housewives of Potomac, and you know Carlos King's former ties to Bravo, you guys thought that you guys were also going to be the stars. And the moment that you guys get on the social medias and you guys want to say something that is going to cause things to, hit the fan, now all of a sudden some of you can't stand on what you said. And you want to run away and hide and pretend it didn't happen, or you didn't mean it the way it exactly is said in the actual post. But none of us are dumb. None of us are idiots. None of us are stupid. Because for you to walk this back this quickly, barely 24 hours later, is giving you got a phone call. You got a phone call to make sure you distance whatever that post was from Carlos King. But the thing of it is, if you're talking about production, if you're talking about on set, if you're talking about a toxic work environment, that is Carlos King. There is no way to slice and dice it. It is still his production company. Unless I'm misinformed, and there's a different production company, unless I'm misinformed, and this is not Carlos King's show, and Kingdom Reign Entertainment has nothing to do with this show. Whether it's a current producer that is on his staff, or somebody that is no longer on the staff, or whatever it is still under Carlos King. It is still a direct shot at Carlos King. But for you to say, oh, me and Carlos are good, this isn't the issue, and da-da-da-da-da, this is why, Marie, people don't see it for you. Because you know, everything gets escalated, and people are trying to get to the bottom of it, and then when the spotlight is on you, to get to the bottom of it, to have your back, or to defend what you're saying, you then backtrack. Or do something that makes people think that maybe not everything in there is truthful, or you're trying to run a game on us. You're trying to con us. But no, you said what you said. And like I said, production is going to always be associated, as long as Bell Collective and Love and Marriage DC and Love and Marriage Detroit and Love and Marriage Huntsville are on the OWN network. And Family Empire Houston, as long as these shows continue to air episodes, this is Carlos King's babies. This is what Carlos King wants to be the face of. So any commentary from the cast, past or present, and you are addressing anything that involves production, whether it is the setup of scenes, whether it is how you're treated on set, whether it is something that a producer told you to do in a scene that you didn't want to do, whether it was a scene that you have now seen on the show that was completely edited out to make you look like the bad guy and nobody had all of the facts, whatever you are referencing to production, it still falls under Carlos King. It still falls under Kingdom Reign Entertainment. Like, you can't do that. You can't make a post like this on the heels of seeing how viral Soguchi got. And then when you go viral and people start talking about you, now all of a sudden you want to backtrack. You want to run away and hide and say, oh no, it's not what it seems. It was all a lie, I lied. No. Everything is good with Carlos King. There's no issues there, you guys. I was talking about a totally different situation, you guys. A totally different producer, totally different production company. You guys have no idea. No, we do have an idea. Because there's only one producer in reality TV that wants you to know that he is all up in the videos. There is only one producer on reality TV that wants you to know that he is the creator, he is the cast member, he is the proprietor, he is all of the things for all of these shows on OWN that he produces. So nonetheless, you can't just come out here and say, oh no, it's not him. Oh yes, it is him. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.